What's up, guys? Out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, in front of the Foley Federal Building. It's the United States Courthouse. Gonna go ahead and do an audit. The sun just went down. It's about 6 p.m. here in beautiful Las Vegas. Gonna do a quick audit and enjoy the night, I guess. We are right across the street from the Lloyd D. George Federal Courthouse. That is where the Bundy trials happened. The United States versus Cliven Bundy and all. And if you guys believe it or not, I am not allowed to step foot in that place. I've been trespassed from that building. If you guys go back and watch my videos, you'll see that I was arrested. Not even trespassed at the time. They just had a security alert on me, which was a BOLO, a be on the lookout, and they denied me entry. And I fought the case. I was found guilty. No jury trial. It was a bench trial. I was sentenced to a $500 fine, and I have to stay away from that building for a year. Yeah, public property. You can be trespassed from certain areas according to them. It's unlawful, obviously. I am appealing it, but that's the world we live in. You have to fight for your rights. Freedom isn't easy. Freedom isn't free. Here you don't have a right to keep and bear arms. Our government does fear an armed population. An armed citizen is an enemy in the eyes of the government. have someone who wasn't happy about me recording. She decided to stop and impede traffic. So maybe she's calling it in, who knows? It's a one-way street right here, and she's blocking traffic. I couldn't really hear what she was saying, but I didn't want to approach the vehicle. I don't want anyone to assume I tried to do something. And there she is, blocking traffic. And she's driving away. Sorry to, it's a kind of boring audit, but you know, it's our duty as civilians to come here and to remind these people that we're watching them too, and we're not afraid. We're standing up. You know, I'm a firm believer that all rights derive from property, and that if you have no property, you have no rights. And some people, they say, Josh, you know, I don't understand what you mean when you say that. What does that mean? Well, I'm not suggesting that the homeless man that sleeps under the bridge has no rights. I'm not suggesting that. What I'm basically saying is that all rights derive from property. Okay? My right to life comes from my body, which is my #1 form of property. And anything that comes from my body belongs to me, whether it's an idea, a thought I share, my labor, my time of life, the home that I build, that all belongs to me. Whatever the individual acquires belongs to him, and that he can exclude anyone from his property, even the government, whether it's state, federal, county, city, whatever. And since because I'm the owner of my body and it is my property, I have rights to it. I can develop a thought, publish my thoughts, as long as I don't hurt anyone else. See, if somebody owned my body, if somebody else owned me, that would make me a slave. But I am not a slave. I'm a free man. I believe in the individual right, and also our individual responsibilities that come with rights. And it's because we did not, as civilians and as citizens, as people, the reason why we're in this condition, in the state of our nation, is because people refuse to accept the responsibility that come with their rights. And when you do that, you do not accept the responsibilities that come with your rights, then the government steps in and says, well, we know a better way to do it. It's too dangerous for you. So we're going to go ahead and regulate your rights, convert your rights into privileges, and in some cases, convert them into crimes. Now, if you look at the Bill of Rights, and you don't believe me, go look at it yourself. Go look at the Bill of Rights. Now, you have your First Amendment. Your right to speech, your freedom of press, the right to worship, the right not to worship, the right to redress the government for a redress of grievances, the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. I'm sorry. That is a property right. Where does my speech come from? Where does my right to worship come from? My body. It comes from my body, which is my #1 form of property. The moment I'm born, the day I'm born, I am a property owner. No matter how small or how young I am, it is mine. The Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. You can use that piece of property to defend the property you have, your home, your car, your family. But you can also acquire property. You can go out to the woods, dispatch a deer, and feed your family, feed your property, your stomach, your body. That is your property that you acquired. The Third Amendment, the quartering of troops. Who owns the home? Me or you. You're the property owner. You can tell the troops, no, you can't come in. You're not going to make yourself at home in my house. Therefore, you can tell them, do not come in. You have that right. The Fourth Amendment, the right to be secure in your person, houses, papers, and effects against unlawful searches and seizures. What is your person? Your property. Houses, property. Papers, property. Effects, more property. All rights derive from property. If you have no property, you have no rights. Looks like the police are looking for someone. We got Metro rolling around looking for someone. Howdy ho!
Hey, what you doing?
Just walking around gathering footage, like the city.
Are you visiting?
Excuse me?
Are you visiting town?
I would rather not answer questions at this time.
Alright. Have fun, man.
Thank you. What's your name and badge number?
What?
Your name and badge number?
Metropolitan.
I couldn't hear you. So he refused to give me his name and badge number. So it looks like courthouse security went ahead and called it in. So there you have it, guys. Metro PD They refuse to give their name and badge number. So there you have it, guys. I would say that's a pass that they didn't get out and mess with me, but they did not want to identify. The police love their Fourth Amendment rights here. All he says is Metro PD, man, drives away. So if you guys want to call Metro PD, let them know what you just saw. I will provide the number for Metro at the bottom in the description. Like how they had 3 cars pull up. One is facing the opposite direction than those 2 officers that came up behind me or in front of me. Like the way I say that? Heidi ho. Heidi ho, officer. So again, guys, this is Joshua Martinez. One City Boys stand for freedom. Remember why we do this: God, country, and family. Though your reason may be different, we all have one thing in common. That's the law. We are in a constitutional republic where the individual is protected from the majority and from the government. You guys be safe.